Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Dankert.
Mayor Steen.
Present.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Present.
Councilmember Hagan.
Present.
Fisher.
Present.
Enright.
Present.
King.
Present.
Austin.
Present.
Helly.
Present.
We have a quorum, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 1 is a motion for adoption of the agenda. We need a motion.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item number 2 is a motion approving the minutes from March 21st, 2018. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We don't have any recognitions or awards under the consent agenda. We need a motion for that.
So moved.
Is there a
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Okay. You don't need to do a roll on that, do you, Tom?
Got it.
Okay, and we come to petitions and requests. Number 5 is a motion approving the 2017 audit findings. Tom?
The auditors were here last week or 2 weeks ago at the last work session to present the results of the December 31st, 2017 audit. We received a clean opinion again this year. Fund balances within council's informal policies, and once again they had no findings of non-compliance with state statutes or laws and regulations. On the revenue side, in the general fund, our budget came within 99.89% of the budget. And expenditures, we spent about 97%. So we had another, we consider a good year from the financial side. And again, that reverts back to a lot of the decisions and policies you council have made and the follow through by department heads and employees to work within those policies. So we certainly appreciate their support in those endeavors. We request council approval at this time.
I had a chance to talk to them for a little bit too, and they said they were, they couldn't believe how well everything is being kept and done, and I asked if that was normal, and they said no, not to that degree, so that's a real credit to you and your staff. I don't know what we do without you.
I move that we approve the audit findings as submitted.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Number 6 is a resolution accepting donations to the city. We do this every week, or every other week. Need a motion
So moved.
or a resolution? Second, Jeff? Tom?
Councilmember Hagan.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Helly.
Aye.
Councilmember Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Number 7 is a resolution approving an access agreement with WEC Energy Group. Stephen?
You may recall about 10 years ago, a company came into the old Holiday Dodge site and excavated a bunch of material there, and they actually burned the dirt they heated it up to really hot temperatures to get the contaminants out of the soil, and then they put it back in the ground. That project was limited to going down to about the groundwater table. They couldn't dig down into the water because that water would have created so much moisture they wouldn't be able to burn all that out. So as part of that process, they weren't able to get all of the contamination back at that time. So there's a couple hot spots that are still located on the site, and since over the past 10 years they've been monitoring those locations, and now they are putting together another project to come in and kind of tackle those remaining hot spots. And you can see on the second page of your map, those hot spots are located more toward the riverward side of the site, not near 4th Street, but more toward the Cedar River. One of them is in and around monitoring well number 9, which we've brought previous things back to council for monitoring there. This happens to be located on city property down along the Cedar River pedestrian trail. So the next step, like I said, is and again, we've had different companies coming in doing testing. The property owner there is Alliant Energy, or originally was Alliant Energy, and they've been paying for and taking care of all of the costs related to this work. So in this case, WEC Energy Group is looking to come in, and on these 2 sites, the upland remediation area, as I noted there with the first bullet in your handout, will involve excavation, backfill of the area with clean, suitable material. and kind of restoration back to the current ground level. They also have some work in the Cedar River Channel as well, and that's the second bullet in your handout, consisting of excavation and then backfilling with, again, clean, suitable material in that river channel. So in order to get access to these areas, they're requesting an access across city property to mitigate these areas. So we would recommend authorizing the city attorney's office to develop an access agreement with WEC Energy Group or their contractor, whomever that may be.
Is this something we're mandated to do?
The cleanup,
Well, it's not gonna cost us anything anyway, right?
the access easement is not going to cost us anything. The cleanup is not going to cost us anything. It's just giving them the ability to access our property to get it cleaned up.
Okay, I have another question. If they're gonna bring new fill in, is there any possibility they could bring enough to raise it up where we could do something with that property instead of just say it's floodplain and let it go to prairie or whatever?
No, we can't add additional fill there because then that wouldn't be in compliance with Cedar River watershed rules.
I figured there was a rule, but I thought I'd ask. All right, any other questions?
Will this interfere with the bike trail through there?
Yeah, it will. The bike trail will likely have to be either rerouted or closed for a period of time. Right now, I think they're planning to come in the fall, September timeframe to do this work. But yeah, with the equipment that they're going to have down there, working on each side of the bike trail won't be safe, so we'll likely have to block that off while they're working.
Okay.
Okay, did we have a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Hagan.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Helly.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 8 is a resolution authorizing Minnesota laws 2018, Chapter 211, Article 14, Section 26. Tom?
The governor has signed the 2018 Omnibus Retirement Bill, and that happened on May 31st, which included a provision that allowed the city of Austin to have their state fire aid issue with the Office of State Auditor resolved from 2013 through the 2018 session. And in order for that law to evidently to take effect, we, the city council, or the city of Austin, also need to pass a resolution approving of the new law and fill out a certificate of approval for the Secretary of State's office. So we'd request council to do is pass the attached resolution, which there might be some minor changes if the state wants to send it back to us, for us to then be able to get the 2017 fire state aid that the state of Minnesota currently holds. The 2016 aid, however, was part of the budget bill, which the governor vetoed. We forfeited that aid last year as opposed to giving it to the Retirement Association because the state said once it's in, you can never get it back. We'll have to fight in the next session next year to try to get that aid back. So right now, we just request council approve the attached resolution so that we can get the 2017 aid remitted to the city of Austin.
Would, Tom, would the 2016 be the same amount?
It's roughly the same amount, just over $129,000.
Thank you. So move the resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any more discussion? Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Hagan.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Helly.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Number 9 is a resolution approving a police liaison agreement with Independent School District 492. Chief?
Yes, this is an annual agreement that the city, Austin police officers and the school get into. The only adjustment or change, last year we did have a change in personnel at Ellis. So last year we paid 70, or the school district paid 70% for Ellis and 90 for the high school. This is going back to what we've always had in the past, where 80% the school district will fund the city of Austin for the position at Ellis and 90% at the high school, and we would recommend the council approve it.
Council, any questions or comments? If not, we need a resolution.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Hagan.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Helly.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 10 is a resolution declaring the property at 408 8th Avenue Southeast a hazardous structure. Stephen, Holly, anybody? I think it's kind of self-explanatory,
Yes, Your Honor. That property has been vacant and alternately inhabited from time to time. There have been a number of unpermitted modifications made to the property. You can see there's a list here that needs to be accomplished prior to the property being habitable. The repairs are quite lengthy and detailed. Do you want me to go through any of them? Okay.
that a
That
rental
property
property?
has,
Is that
we've
a
gotten
rent-
many complaints about that property for junk on the exterior of the property as well. It's been a nuisance for some time.
Who owns the property?
John Ernst,
That's what I
Is it a rental?
it is.
Okay. Okay. Anything further? If not, we need a resolution for
So
number
moved.
10. Is there a
Second.
second? Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Hagan.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Austin.
Aye.
Helly.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 11 is, it doesn't say if it's a resolution or a motion, but, or,
Your Honor,
Motion.
before you get started on this one, I think it's the last one on the list, 307 7th Street Northeast has been cleaned up. So that one could be removed.
I'll take the last one off.
Thank you.
307? Yes. And these are motions, okay. 11 is a series of motions granting the Planning and Zoning Department the power to contract for removal of junk and/or illegally stored vehicles at the following locations. A is 1107th 11th Avenue Southwest, the Jones property. Need a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And finally, 2009 6th Avenue Southwest, the Smith property. We need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's it. Citizens addressing the council. Is there anybody here that wants to address the council? If not, if the council wants to address the council. Paul?
Your Honor. Nothing, Your Honor.
I wanted to remind the public that tomorrow is the last day to file to run for office. The requirements are that you are a resident of the city, that you're registered to vote, which you can do online in a few minutes, that you're 21 years of age, and that you have a $25 filing fee. It closes tomorrow at 5 p.m. I sure would like to see more diversity in our leadership. But the only way that happens is if more people file and run for office. So if you'd like to see more small business owners or more stay-at-home moms on the council, you might want to consider running.
And we have positions right now that are uncontested. So, I mean, we need people to step up and do some of your civic duty and get involved.
Yes, you do not have to be a citizen. You do not have to pass any kind of civics test. It's really about just being a member of the community and being willing to serve. So
And it's not that much work.
Yeah, I encourage people, if you're at all considering it, to just put your toe in the water. Come on in, it's fine.
And I would just like to add to that, you know, you'll have a fully dedicated and professional staff to work with. There's tremendous support for the council members, so if you're concerned about that you don't know enough about something, the information is there every time we have to make a decision. So you can do this. You can do this.
It's actually fun.
Speak for
Sometimes.
yourself.
Jeffrey?
I shouldn't say that since I filed for office, so I have nothing, Your Honor.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Judy?
I just want to add Fourth Avenue Fest when she's done.
Nothing, Your
Did I
Honor.
skip you?
Well, no, I echoed
She
in,
dragged on
me. Oh,
but
that's
I
okay.
take, so I just want to remind everyone too, to join the fun, the City of Austin and Austin Area Commission for the Arts and McPhail Music Program are all partnering to put on the Fourth Avenue Fest, which is between the library and the pool, the swimming pool. It's this coming Wednesday, June 13th, 5 to 8:30 p.m. Mill Pond Park area, also known as Horace Austin Park. It's free music. There's going to be art activities starting at the library and kind of covering sidewalks all over with chalk art. Community band, La Victoria Mariachi Band at the Paramount, free open swim. So it's really going to be a fun night, so come on down. There's all kinds of things going on.
Walk on down and see what's going on. All you gotta
Yes.
do is take a walk.
Right.
Great.
Yeah, I went.
Do you have any reports? Did we do everybody?
Guess so. The governor did sign a bonding bill. KSM2 was included in the governor's signature of that bill from the legislature, as well as some money for the Shooting Star Trail. With no tax bill, and we didn't have any support for any local government aid increase. It was unfortunate. There was also funding in the bonding bill for wastewater treatment facilities, which we'd potentially vie for, and a decent amount for BDPI program for infrastructure for industrial parks. Other than that, that's all I have.
No reports?
We have Julie and Kim have a couple items.
Okay. Somebody jump in. Julie.
Summer readings start Monday, June 11th. Come out and see us. We have a full roster of things going on for everyone. So you can check us out online or come on and see us.
Excellent. Kim?
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Pool opens at 1 p.m. Monday, June 11th. The splash pad is currently open, free of use, until the pool opens. Then we have to go back to our normal, you charge to get in. But some nights when the pool isn't open, watch for open splash pad. So that'll give you another opportunity. And come on down and check out the 2 new slides and the little swing, bouncy swing in the tot pool. And of course, yes, 4th Avenue Fest on a week from Wednesday, the 13th. That evening, the pool will be free. If you want your memberships, go online, find us there, and then get signed up for your summer rec stuff. Everything starts on the 11th. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Anything else? Brian?
I just want to advise the council and mayor that Detective Mark Hader, last day is Thursday this week. He's retiring from the Austin Police Department after 33 and a half years of service.
I have
Julie.
one more too. We have a retirement from the library also, Laura Helly. Not Laura Helly.
Laura Helly?
Laura, you're right. Too?
That was quick.
Kathy Helly, 32 years with the library, and her last day is Thursday, and we will have an open house from 1 to 2.
From 1 to 2 when?
Thursday.
Thursday, okay. Well, you're gonna keep us all busy. Okay, anybody else have anything? Otherwise, we need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Take a short break and meet in the small conference room across the hall.
Tuck it out, Craig.
Gee, you added another, a little in your spare time.
Yeah.
Working at the library.
Down to the library.
Your dad was in.
So Josie's,
Plus, I've seen
when's
your
her
dad
birthday?
and mom at the
July?
August 3rd.
Yeah. We didn't make it into August.
Yeah, she wasn't, she was 2 weeks early. She was supposed to be kind of mid-August.
Yeah.
She came early and, yeah, so she just turned 10 months yesterday. And she's like, suddenly, she's like almost walking.